Children, do you know what are the basic practices of crop production? Actually, in order to raise a crop or cultivate a crop successfully and profitably for food production, a farmer has to perform a large number of tasks in a sequential manner, right? The various tasks performed by a farmer to produce a good crop are called agricultural practice. The various agricultural practice which are carried out at various stages of crop production are: number 1, preparation of soil; number 2, sowing of seeds; number 3, adding manures and fertilizers; number 4, very important point, that is irrigation; number 5, removal of weeds; number 6, harvesting, threshing; and number 7 is storage of food grain, right? Children, you know that very well. The upper layer of earth is called soil. The crop plants are grown in soil because soil provides minerals, water, humus, anchorage to the plants. Okay. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworm and microbes present in the soil, and these organisms are friends of farmer since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. Children, keep it in your mind that the preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil, and the loose soil allows the root to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. Okay? And that's why loosening up soil is required. The process of loosening. My dear children, do you know what do you mean by crops? When the same kind of plants are grown in the fields on a large scale to obtain foods like cereals, wheat, rice, maize, etc., pulses, vegetables, and fruit, etc., it is called a crop. Now, children, keep it in your mind. A crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in the fields are of same wheat. Okay. Now, children, look at the picture. They're called cereal crops. For example, wheat, barley, rye, rice, maize, oats, millets, etc. Pulses, for example, gram or chana dal, peas, beans, etc. Oil seeds, for example, mustard, groundnut, sunflower seeds, etc. Different vegetables and different fruits, all these are crops. Different crops grow well in different seasons of the years. For example, a crop may grow well in rainy season during summer, but it may not grow well in winter season. Similarly, another crop may grow well in winter season but not in rainy season. So, based on the season in which they grow well, all the crops are categorized into two main groups: Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Children, keep it in your mind that crops which are sown in rainy season are called Kharif crops, and rainy season in India is generally from June to September. The sowing for Kharif crops starts in June-July at the beginning of southwest monsoon because these crops, particularly paddy, need lots of water. Okay. The Kharif crops are harvested at the end of the monsoon during September or October. Okay. And some examples are paddy, maize, millet, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. The kharif crops are sometimes also called summer crops. Children, keep it in your mind. Paddy is rice crop, okay? And maize is corn, okay? Children, keep it in your mind that the crops grown in winter season are called Rabi crops. The time period of Rabi crops is generally from October to March. The sowing for Rabi crop begins in the beginning of winter, that is October, November, and crops are harvested by the month of March or April. Okay, and here you can see some examples of Rabi crops: wheat, chickpea, mustard, broccoli, almonds, oats, etc. Very good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 1, crop production and management, right? Children, you know it very well that all living organisms like human beings, animals and plants need food for their growth and survival. The green plants can synthesize their food by their own by the process of photosynthesis by using inorganic substances like carbon dioxide gas and water and in the presence of sunlight energy, right? Animals and human beings need organic food nutrients like carbohydrate, fat, proteins, etc. for their growth and development because they cannot make their food by photosynthesis, right? Children, you know it very well that human being obtains their food from both plants and animals. So, human beings need to grow their plants and rear animals to meet their requirements of food. Many types of plants are grown on a large scale in a vast fields because the food grains produced by them are consumed in large amount. My dear children, do you know what do you mean by crops? When the same kind of plants are grown in the fields on a large scale to obtain foods like cereals, wheat, rice,